Hey everybody, and welcome to another LEGO Star Wars review on my channel, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Imperial Dropship versus the Rebel Scout Speeder. This is set number 40755, it comes with 383 pieces and is recommended for ages 8 and up. And we're going to start by taking a look at the minifigures that come in the set, starting with the 25th anniversary exclusive figure, QTKT. And I do like the overall look and design of this droid as a whole. There is some nice printed detail found on the head and chest of the astromech, and I do like the pink color as well. I think it looks really good. And as we make our way around to the back of the figure, you can see that this droid unfortunately doesn't come with a back print. This of course is hugely disappointing in my opinion because these 25th anniversary figures are supposed to be special and incredibly detailed. And since LEGO has created a back print for R2-D2, it is kind of a little bit of a shame they didn't include it for QTKT. But if we take that and put it to the side, I do think the figure looks great overall and it's a neat inclusion to the 25th anniversary figure line. Like with all the other 25th anniversary figures, QTKT does come with a printed base that has R2-D2 on it that says 25 years of LEGO Star Wars. And I like the design of this base and I think the figure looks great standing on it. Next up we're going to be taking a look at the Rebel Fleet Trooper, and I do think that this is a pretty good looking minifigure in its own right. I love the detail found on the chest print. On the legs of this figure, there is no printed detail and there are no dual molded legs, which is a little bit of a letdown in my opinion. But I do like the color of the arms for this minifigure as I feel like it complements the gray minifigure legs very well. And as we make our way around to the back of the figure, you can see a back print too. And then of course this figure does come with a Rebel helmet that I do think looks pretty great for what it is. And then as we start to make our way back to the front of the figure, you can see that he does come with a pretty good looking face print as well. You get a total of 3 different Rebel Fleet Troopers in this set, and each one of them comes with 2 different facial expressions. Next up we're going to be taking a look at the Stormtrooper that comes in this set. And I'm sure you've heard this complaint before, but you're going to hear it again. I do not like the helmet for this figure at all. The front of the helmet is way too long, and since it wraps over the front of the torso, you're unable to turn the head of this figure, which is a little bit of a disappointment. But besides that complaint, I do think that the figure looks good overall and has a lot of really nice printed detail. And just like with the Rebel Fleet Troopers that came in this set, you get a total of 3 different Stormtroopers, and each one comes with a different facial expression. And I do find it interesting to note that the Stormtroopers only come with 1 facial expression each. There is a good variety of weapons included in this set for the characters to wield, which is a nice inclusion. With the figures out of the way, we're going to talk about the Imperial Dropship next. And at first I didn't really care for the look and design of this vehicle, but as I've looked at it more, I have grown to appreciate its design. Unfortunately, this set does come with a couple of stickers, and you can see that they are placed on both sides of the vehicle. And if we take a look at the dropship from a top-down perspective, you can see a 3rd sticker there on the top as well. But I do like the overall dark blue color of the ship mixed in with those light and dark gray pieces. I think it fits the overall color scheme well. The dropship does come equipped with 2 stud shooters, so you can take out those pesky rebel scum. I also like the design for the cockpit of the ship and how LEGO was able to pull off that kind of curvature there in the front. And putting a figure inside is relatively easy. You lift up the windshield and put a figure inside. Taking the dropship and spinning it around to the back, you can see some okay looking detail for the thrusters of the vehicle, and there are a couple of studs found on the back of the vehicle for you to place minifigures on, which I do think is a nice inclusion for LEGO to include enough seating for the 3 Stormtroopers that come in this set. There are a couple of clips found on both sides of the ship for you to attach the Stormtroopers' blasters. The back of the dropship can also be easily detached, so you're able to drop the Stormtroopers off into battle. Next up, we're going to be taking a look at the Republic Scout Speeder, which is my personal favorite out of the 2 vehicles that are included in this set, as I feel like it has a pretty strong looking design. And unfortunately, just like with the dropship, there are no prints on this vehicle, and everything you see as far as detail goes are stickers. And you can see that there is a 3rd sticker found on the front of the speeder, and the interior of the speeder is rather simple in design. But there is enough space to fit 2 rebels inside of the vehicle. There is a little bit of detail found on the back of the speeder meant to represent the thrusters, and on top of the speeder you can find a cannon that can rotate a full 360 degrees. Which is a really simple and cool feature, and if we take the front of the cannon, you can see that it's able to move up and down, which again is a really simple inclusion, but I do think it's nice for kids in their creative play. There is also a seating area with a printed control panel that you can place a minifigure onto. And if you look closely, you can see a couple of stud shooters found on both sides of the speeder here. A nice design feature that LEGO integrated into the speeder is you can take the cannon and remove it, and there is enough space for you to put the weapons for the rebels inside. The last thing I want to mention about the speeder is the bottom does have a couple of clear pieces. And I like this design choice as it makes the speeder really easy to push across a table and gives it the effect of hovering above the ground. This set does come with 2 different instruction manuals if you wanted to build with a friend or someone in your family. The Imperial Dropship vs Rebel Scout Speeder retails for $40, which I don't think is the worst price I've ever seen for a LEGO Star Wars set, but I don't think you're necessarily getting anything too special besides the QTKT minifigure that's included. Thank you so much for watching my review, and be sure to like the video and subscribe for more LEGO content.